Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is a paper June 2023 and variant is 11 variant. Okay, so let's start. Pure one paper. He says here solve equation this one and make sure it should be in first two quadrants. So what is the method? Can we solve directly? No. Reason, we need one ratio, either tan, either sine or cos. Two ratios not acceptable. Then what's the tan value? All of you familiar, sine theta by cos theta. Okay, now what choice we have? Take LCM. If I take LCM, students, so you know cos theta. Basic way is what? When you have a 3 plus 5 upon 2 and this 2, if this 2 to matches, so what we do in this option, upper, because they match, so this 5 copy, but here nothing under it, so this 2 multiplies there like this. Same story here, cos same, so sine as it is, but here nothing under it, so this cos will multiply. After this cos into 0, it becomes 0, and from upper part, what is common? Sine theta is common, so I take sine theta common. 4 cos theta plus 1 left inside. And you know, students, whenever product of two parts equals to 0 comes, only 0, no any other number, then we can write this equal to 0 or this equal to 0. So let's see, sine theta equal to 0 and 4 cos theta plus 1 equals to 0. 1 goes on other side and 4 will divide after that. So I can say negative 1 upon 4 equal to cos theta. Now, how we can do this kind of thing? We must know this cross. Have a look, because we know that sine 0 horizontally, actually sine is 0 always. Sine 0 is 0. When you go here, sine 180 is 0, and when you go back, sine 360 also 0. But sine 90 is 1. Make sure up we have 1, and down sine 270 is -1. Okay, make sure in degree radians, degree mode. So when I say that what sine of what angles we get a 0, I mean to say, 1 minute please, this is a link. Sine will go on other side. It means theta is equal to sine inverse of 0. In short, I'm asking that for which angles we have 0. So we have 3 answers: 0, 180 and 360, but 360 is out of range. So this is out. And let's see, do we have equal signs here? Sometimes we have equal sign like this, but no equal sign. If equal sign is there, I can include 0 and 180. But now in this situation, all 3 are out. Okay, so let's talk about the second answer, and cos is negative. Where cos is negative, students? According to cast property, you know cast. All students know C-A-S-T cast. C for cos, A for all, S for sine, and T for tan. So here cos positive, and here all positive, here sine positive, here tan positive. But here we talk about cos negative. So common sense, cos is positive in these 2 sections and negative in these 2 sections. So I will make 1 line here and 1 line here. Afterwards, I will take cos inverse. Now I want to find principal angle. Don't write theta, write alpha. And cos inverse, don't include negative sign, 1 upon 4. So when I type in this in a calculator, it is giving me what? Principal angle is coming 75.5 degree. It means this angle and this angle, these are both are called principal angles, 75.5. And now I will check it. What is answer? Get it? Okay, so naturally first answer, if we look at here, is coming, now bring back theta. So first answer, which we get it here, from here till here. So this is a 180 minus 75.5. And second from here to there is 180 plus 75.5. but is also out of the range. Our answer is 104.5 degree. And I hope so you got the idea. Question number next we have, he's asking first three terms of this expansion. How to do it? Power 4. So we can write this simple way, 4C0, then two values in brackets, then 4C1, then two values in brackets, then 4C2 is the best way of writing and no chance of mistake. First bracket, we have a first value. Second bracket, we have second value. So 2, 3x, 2, 3x, and 2, 3x. All right. And the first power of this, what? The difference of these two numbers. So 4 minus 0. And this 0 comes directly. What about here? 4 and 1. So 4 minus 1 and 1. 4 minus 2 and 2. So this is policy 0, 1. And something to power 0 is 1. And 2 to the power 4 is 16. So plus 4C1 is 4. And 2 to the power 3 is 8. And 3x. 4C2 is 6. And here I get what? 2 to the power 2 is 4 once again. And 3 to the power 2 and x to the power 2, 9, x to the power 2. And I got 16. And if you look at carefully, so this is a 3, so 12 for the 48. Sorry, 12, 96, sorry, 96x. And what about this? Multiply 9 to 43. 6, okay, we got a 216 x to power 2. So he was asking first three terms, and that's it. Okay, we have done it. And now next part he's asking here, find the first three terms in expansion of this. Same story, 5C0, two brackets, 5C1, two brackets, 5C2, two brackets. And in each first term, we write 1. In each second bracket with negative 2x. 1, negative 2x, 1, negative 2x, and 1, negative 2x. Okay, 5 and 0, we got a difference of them, 0, 5 minus 0, and 0 goes directly on top of it. 5 minus 1 and 1, and 5 minus 2 and 2. And continue forever. After this, students, actually, we can skip this ones because 1 to any power is 1. We can directly write anyway. Is a 1 to any power is 1, something to power is 1, which comes ultimately 1. 5C1 is 5, and 1 to any power is 1, and negative 2x, and ultimately we get what here? We get here negative 2x. And what is 5C2? If you type in calculator, give you 10, and 1 to any power is 1, and square of 2, negative 2 become 4, and x to power 2. And I get 40 x to power 2. This is done as well. Now he's asking, look at here, we compare, this comes from here, and this comes from the top, from here. So actually, we have to use these both answers for its purpose. So it means the first answer I use from there. So this answer, I'm copying paste from here. Okay. And if I paste here, like this, okay, and then I'll go for second answer. And second answer, if I check it from there, is this. So this, I copy this from here. Okay. All right. And now I'm going to multiply them. So this is the first value, and this is second value. So he's asking, find x squared coefficient in this. There are two ways, long and short. Long is that if you multiply, then multiply, and the third also. And short way is what? We have a short method. Short method, I will not waste my time writing here the terms involving x to power 2. And 16, if multiply with this number, will give x to power 2. So I am multiplying with that. So 640 comes from here, x squared. And this x multiply with x. So this multiplies with that. So plus, minus. And we got 960. Wait a minute, 2, 6 are 12, 1 carry. 2, 18, 9, 19. So 192. And one check once again. Wait a minute. Let me check once again. Oh, this is a 2, 5 is a 10. That is why I think there's something is mistake here. Okay. And even then here it is a negative 10. So I think rest part is okay. Now we can say 96 into 10, 960. So it means this is a 960 comes from here. So 960 x to power 2. And this multiply with this one. So got a plus 216 x to power 2. And if I add all these values, so what I get here, then I write directly, I'm getting here negative 104 x to power 2. Then what is coefficient? Coefficient of x to power 2 is negative 104, and that's it. Question number 3, he's asking what here? Describe fully. We given that two graphs given. This f of x graph is a g of x graph, and he's asking describe fully sequence of two transformation which transforms f on g. It means this is object and this is image. So let's see how we can find it. First of all, I think if you look at carefully, this line is the length of this line remains same. Okay, so it means and this gap is 2, so this gap is also 2 for this triangle. Okay, it means x-axis wise there's no change, but you know this length is and this length. Okay, you can say this vertically it is a 4 units and vertically is 2 units, so it means this multiplying into 2. And even check from here, this vertically is a 4 boxes, where this vertically how many boxes count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it means this 8 and this 2. Again, 2, the 4. So 4 into 2, 8. It means we can see that. So it means every y value is becoming double. Okay. So we can say that is a stretched. Okay. So it means a graph is stretching. We can see here number 1. So graph is stretched. ETCH. Stretch and parallel to y-axis, not x-axis, parallel to y-axis. And scale factor is 2. Very, very clear because you understand from there. Okay. Now let's talk about this one. So if after stretching, okay, so this line is coming here. We can say it is coming here, right? This stretched. Okay. So now this line is shifting how? So count the boxes. So this point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see from here that this is a moving left side, some units. Okay. So I think it means a whole diagram. If you check even here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then it's coming that same line. So you can see that translation is going from, because this object is image, so it is shifting from here 6 boxes left side. So I can say here is a translation. Okay, by column vector -6 and 0, because this above is x value, below y value. I hope so got a point. We'll talk about this one. So find the perimeter of the segment. Perimeter segment means this plus this plus this. But problem, we have this 8 as well as 8 as radius. We don't have a theta, but this data given by him, the area of sector is this given. So it means area of sector given, so we can use this concept. So what is area of sector formula? Area of sector. I will start my question from here. And this formula have r square theta. This value I will plug in here, 16 over 3 pi equals to half r square theta. And this 2 dividing multiplied there, I got 32 by 3. And hold on, theta, sorry, radius is given by him. Radius is given 8. So I can plug in is 8 here. So I'm going to plug in 8 here. So 8 to power 2 theta comes here. So 8 will come down. So I got a 64 below. And if you check it, this is cancelled, 31, okay? So, and pi is also there. So this is 2, and we got a 6 actually. So theta becomes pi by 6 because 3 2s are 6. So I think this point is very clear. And angle, we got a pi by 6. Okay, after this, what is the next plan? Okay, because we're looking for the perimeter of segment. What is segment? Sorry. Segment is actually, this is called segment. This straight length we're looking for, plus this arc length we're looking for. So two things, if I add them, because this part is called segment. So the parameter is called, the parameter of segment is our concern. So let's see how we can find it. So first of all, we have two things. So parameter of segment, how to find? So AB straight length and plus AB arc length. So we have two things required. Arc length is this. Okay, we should not say AC. This is a B and C, sorry. I should call BC. So BC and BC. So BC straight length and BC arc length. This is our plan to find. So first of all, BC arc length. What is the formula? S is equals to R theta. So R theta, R is what? You know, R is given by him 8 and theta is pi by 6. So R is 8 and pi by 6. So it's turned to be BC arc length. 2 4s are 2 3s are. So we got this pi by 3. After this, we will go for next plan. And what is that? That's a straight line. We can get straight line over two ways we can find. We have the two side and middle angle cosine rule, or I draw a perpendicular from here. This is called midpoint. This is M midpoint. And this angle we can say divide because pi by 6 and make it half. So when they will have pi by 12 comes. So I can use this gap and get the BM, and into 2 I got a full length. Because you know these two sides are equal. So when I draw a perpendicular, it always make a midpoint. Number one is M is midpoint. Second, this angle and this angle always equals to each other. So I'm looking for this in front of angle is called opposite. So BM by BM, opposite, this is opposite. In front of hypotenuse is called hypotenuse. So opposite by hypotenuse, I can find easily. So I'm writing here BM over 8. Look at it again. So this triangle, if I make separate, then maybe you get a better picture. This is 90 degree and this straight. And this is A letter. This is 90 degree. This is M letter, B. And here pi by 12. And here 8. So I'm looking for in front of angles opposite, in front of 90 degree hypotenuse. Opposite by hypotenuse. So BM by 8 is called sine theta. And if we multiply 8 there, so BM becomes 8 times 2 sine pi by 6. And pi by 6 in radian is coming here 30, sine 30 is half. I got half. I got a 4. So BM is equals to 4. So 4 into 2, I can get it the total length because this BM is 4 and then to 2, I got 8. Okay, and that is a yes, pi by 6 is 6330. Okay, this is a, wait a minute, let me check again. This is a, or I type in my calculator once again, check please. 180. Okay, this is a, yes. And if you check a sine, okay, half into, correct, okay. So we got it here, BM is 4. And total length is BC is given. So BC is giving arc length or straight length is coming 8. All right, check again. Maybe some calculation. Oh, sorry for that. I have to plug in here 12, not that 6. Sorry for that. So that's applied by 12. And now I think clear idea. And I check again. So 8 times 2 sine pi by 12. And when I type in calculator, it is giving me not that much, okay? It's giving me 2.07055 and into 2, and I get the answer 4.1411. And if I plug in both values inside here, then what is the parameter is coming? Parameter is coming 4 pi by 3 plus 4.1411. And if I type in calculator totally and total final answer I'm getting here. So this, if you type in calculator, so it is giving me final answer 8.33, yes, centimeters. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. I hope so. The point is very clear. And let's go for next part. The next plan is what? The line equation given by him. All right. and the line is given here, this one, and k is a positive constant. Okay, so it means if k becomes 0, I will eliminate because positive constant is tangent to the curve, this one. So it means situation is that if this curve is there, so one line is touch and go. So it's called tangent. Okay, so first of all, what is the, he say, find in the order the value of k, the coordinates of point tangent meets. Okay, meet the curve. So let's start. So job number 1. So first of all, I will put them y and y equate, substitute. So job number 1, y equal to y. So I get what? I get here -1 over 2x and kx minus k. Cross multiply 2kx to power 2 minus 2kx. Reorder. So I got 2kx square minus 2kx and plus 1 equals to 0. What is value of a here? 2k. B here -2k. And C here 1. Make sure this -2k is B. Okay. As he said, tangent, so b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. And I'm getting what, students, here? 2k to power 2 for a value is this negative sign. For a value is 2k and c is 1. Yes, it is okay. Now I'm going to complete 4k square minus 8k is equals to 0. If I take 4k common out, I get a k minus 2. So right, so either 4k is equal to 0 or k minus 2 equal to 0. And 4 will go under it and k becomes 0, which is not possible. And k value I'm getting is 2. According to statement, because he said this k is a positive constant, he said that. So it cannot be 0. So I hope so. The point is very, very clear. And now he's saying further that find the coordinates of point. So where they meet. Okay, so let's try to solve that one. Okay, the space issue slightly. So I just drag it this side. Okay, now I'm going to find the, so this k value back, put it here and here. So if k is 2, so when I put this 2 value here, 2 2s of 4k, I get a 4, so it's 2 is 2. So 4x to power 2. 2 goes there. We got a 4x plus 1. So here I can apply quadratic formula of factorization. So 4 1s are 4. And you know 4 1s are 4 and 2 2s are 4. But I need a 4. So this 2 2 is helping us. So 4x square and -2x plus 1 equal to 0. So 2x common. I got 2x minus 1. -1 common, 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Factorization, you can use quadratic formula even, so no issue at all. So we got 2 answers and both are same. X is minus 1 equal to 0. I can say x is equals to half. So this is my x value, but how to find y value? So you can plug in either here or here. Here is better, -1 over 2 already given, -1 over 2x. So when I plug in this x value here, 2 to cancel out, and y value becoming -1. So half comma -1. Let me recheck. -1 over 2x, -1 over 2x. Yes, so if I plug in this, so I'm getting the answer is -1/2, positive half and -1. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. So point is very clear. Let's go for next question. Okay, next question is asking the first 3 terms of arithmetic progression. So this is arithmetic progression. So, and let me tell you one thing, he's asking difference. So I just give you a small idea. For example, 2 plus 4, I got a 6. Plus 4, I got a 10. So these 3 terms are in AP, arithmetic progression. So what is basic criteria? 10 minus 6 is whatever the answer, same 6 minus 2. So it means 4, 4, same. It means third term minus second term. I'm writing here. Third term minus second term equal to second term minus first term. So same story I'm going to apply here. So third term is putting here P. Second term is this. I'm writing a bracket. Again, second term come from here 2P minus 6. And T1 is P square by 6. So I think rest is just algebra. So this -2 6 plus 6, because negative into negative, positive, equal to 2p minus 6 minus p square over 6. Now, so what is the technique here? This is coming what? Negative p plus 6 equal to 2p minus 6 minus p square over 6. So I'll bring this value both left hand side. I get negative 3p and negative 12 negative p square over 6. 6 multiplies here, both values. 6 3s are 18p and 72 is equal to negative p square. Reorder, so I get a p square negative 18p negative 72 is equal to 0. And wait a minute, this is a plus 12 because minus 1 minus plus. So I think idea is very clear. Okay, this 72. Now I'm going to do factorization. And what is way of factorization? We get two answers we get from here. So 72. We have a 9 8 is a 72, but it's not working. So I think so we can work with a 12 6 are 72 because 12 negative and 6 negative give you negative 18. It's matching here. So I'm getting here p square negative 12p negative 6p plus 72 is equal to 0. You can factorize or you can go for quadratic formula. So no problem at all. So I'm getting here p negative 12 common out and p minus 6 equal to 0. I got two answers, 112, 16. Okay, but problem is that we don't have both answers. He said that common difference and progression is not 0. Okay, and find the value of p, not values. So now I will check both values because I'm not sure which is the correct answer. So what is the technique? Okay, if I plug in this 6, for example, in these places, let's see what happens. If I plug in 6 here, so 6 square, look at here, 6. So 6 square by 6 go as 6. If 6 put here, 2 are 12, 12 minus 6 is 6. 6 here, all are 6. If all numbers are same, we cannot move forward because nothing adding, nothing subtracting, so no AP. So it means this is not a right way. So it means this is not giving, so P cannot be 6 and P is equal to 12 is our answer. But you can check even if you want. So let's see. So if I plug in 12 here, so have a look. So when I put 12 here, 12 square by 6 is coming with us 144 divided by 6. It is giving 24. When I plug in 12 here, 12, 24. From 24, subtract 6, we got 18. It means it's working. So it is working and we can find the next term easily. So it means this is okay. And the first 6 is not a right answer. So he was asking for value of P and that's it. Let's go for next question using this value. Okay, he's saying using this value, this means this value. Okay, so find the sum of infinity of the geometric progression with first two terms is this. So what is the way now, students, how we can continue? He said use this value, find the sum of infinity. What is sum of infinity formula, students? It's very clear, a by 1 minus r. If first two terms are this, so I think we should not use that one because first term is what here? First term is p square by 6. And what is the common ratio? No, we have to use, I think, because second term, what is the common ratio, students? Second term by first term. Second term divided by first term. So we can apply the formula. And the second term is 2p minus 6 over p square minus 6. So first of all, if I use a 12 there, 12, okay, 12 square is 36, sorry, 144. So 144 divided by 6 is giving a 24. If I plug in 12 here, 12, we got 18. So I think now we can say that first term, and this is a correct. Okay, now I'm going to find now. So what is the first term, student? 24, and second term is 18. You can see by 24, and I get our value. So our value is coming here is 104. Sorry, 304. Okay, and now I'm going for finding this value. So sum infinity for formula is what, student? A is 24, R is 3 by 4. So A is 24, students, R is 3 by 4. Take LCM, and you know LCM is what? 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. So I got 24 by 1 over 4. It will flip, and it will give us 24 into 4, 96. So sum of infinity is coming with us is 96. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I believe up till here, the point is very, very clear. So let's go for next question. 1 minute, please. This is a question number 6. Okay, now next question number 7. What is question number 7? He says here, a curve is this sequence given in 4 pi. Normally give us 0 to 2 pi. Okay, he asking greatest and least value of the y's. Let me tell you one clear thing, we have it. Whenever we're looking for the highest or lowest value, simple technique, I will do what here? Because, you know, sine has a highest value or lowest value is what? +1 and the -1. Whatever its angle, we don't care about that even angle. Even half x comes here, even half x. So it means that how to get it to this highest and lowest? 2 + 3. One term I plug in +1, and one term I will plug in here -1. Logic, because highest value of plug in +1 and lowest is a -1. So if you check it here, I get a 5 answer. Check it, I get a -1. So this is called largest value, largest value, largest. And this is called least value. So we can write in inequality even if you want 5. And this is our answer. So not even sine students, for cos also. Highest +1 and lowest is -1. But in a cos square, sine square, we have a different criteria. For sine square or for cos square, highest is a +1, lowest is 0. Okay, so this point is very, very clear. Now, how to sketch it? Okay, normally I tell you, normally we have a, okay, we can do with a calculator even, or with other way. So I think these values given by him, and we can simply plug in. So when I plug in 0 and highest value is very clear, 5, I can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, hold on. No, yeah, and lowest value is -1. So it is coming here -1 only, right? So it's a very clear approach. Okay, now best technique, I can plug in these values in the test equation. When I plug in 0, and for your knowledge, the average of them, if you add them, is divided by 2. Like add them and divide by 2. I got a 4, I got a 2. So 2 is actually x's. X's means the middle line. So this is the middle line I show you. This is the middle line, or I make it line here. Okay, sorry for that. So this is axis of line, okay? And it means axis means the middle line. The curve will go up and down this one, so that's simple. So that is why this 2 is called axis. How to get axis, student? So find out the average of these two numbers, average, the middle. So let's start. Against 0, when I plug in this 0 in this place, so sine 0, 0, I got a, so sine 0, 0, I got 2 only. So 2 is where? 2 is this number. When I plug in pi here, sorry, when I multiply here, pi, sine pi by 2 is 1, I get a 5. So again, I get a 5. When I plug in 2 pi by 2 here, so when I pi, this gives you 0, and 2 answer come finally again. 2 is this point. So when I plug in 3 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 coming here, so it's giving -1, -1, this is actually -1 here. So -3 will go to -1 here. So it means it is going down here. And again, this go back. So this curve I get from here, then it comes here. Wait a minute. So this kind of curve, we get it. And I believe you got a point very, very clear. Further, he's saying that 0 to point, this is a what, student, this is what, actually look at carefully, this is a full thing equal to y. So I will remove it and write y here. So this full left-hand side is equal to y, and y equals to 5 minus 2x. How to sketch this kind of line? So make a table of any two numbers. An ideal number is 0. When I plug in 0 in this place here, so this I get a 5 left behind, because in the 0 to 0, I get a 5. Okay, I can plug in any number. I think I can plug in 4 pi also, no problem at all. Okay, if I plug in here, if I plug in, for example, 4 pi is a very big number. I can plug in pi also. I can plug in 2 pi, but let's try to put pi here. So when I plug pi here, so let me check in calculator. So 5 minus 2 times 2 pi. and pi value, you know it very well. Or, so this is coming negative 1.28. Okay, so this is where x0, y5, x0, y5. So first find it. So this is, I'm making a yellow color or green color, no problem. This is a point. And second point, how to get it, students? Second point is pi and negative 1.28. So this is -2. Hold on. Okay, I'm looking for what pi is here and negative 1.28. So negative 1.28 somewhere here. I take a scale and join them. And when I draw a line, so I get this kind of line. He's asking straight number of solutions. How many solutions we have? This line cutting the curve only 1 point. So it has one solution. I hope so. The point is very, very clear. And let's go for next question. Next question is asking here, the function f and function g are followed given, okay? So this is function of f, this function of g. All right, he is asking us to solve algebraically these two connections, these two link, number one, link number two, and get AB. So what is method? Put 7 in f. So first of all, I copy f. So look at here, I copied function of f, first of all, as it is, without any change. I replace every x by empty space, left side and right side. See, empty space. Now I'll copy here 7. I must copy here 7. Now f of 7 is equals to 5 upon 2. 1 plus 2a over 7 minus a. Now this one goes there, and you know it very well, 5 by 2 minus 1, 2a over 7 minus a. And I can say take LCM, 2 LCM, and 2 multiply with a 1, 2 ones are 2, and 2a over 7 minus a. So this is becoming 3 by 2, 2a over 7 minus a. Cross multiply, so 3 7 are 21, and 3a and 4a. So 21 is equal to 4a plus 3a. And I got a 7a, and ultimately answer of a is coming 3. Done. So let's go for second part. Second part is asking this connection. So put first of all 5 in f. 5 in f. So as usual, I'll copy f. Done. Empty space both sides in the place of x. Done. Now I plug in 5 here and 5 here. F of 5 is done. So f of 5 is done, and I'm writing 1 plus 2a. I think I can replace the a value also, okay? So if I replace a value, students, so a is 3. This 3, I'm using it there. So when I use here, 3 2s are 6. I got 6. And 5 minus 3 got a 2. 2. And ultimately I get a, this is 3 plus 1, 4. 4. F of 1 is 4. Now I use the half, sorry, F of 5, not 1. So this job is over. I'm going to plug in F of 5 in G. So as usual, I'll write a word again, and I'm going to do next job. And again means G of X, I'm copying. Copying. So and in the left-hand side, I will leave empty space and write it by empty space. So both empty spaces I will write. Here I will copy this here, and 4 will come here. So I'm writing here F of 5. Here I'm copying 4. And this is whole equals to, this is a whole equals to given by him is 4. And I'm using 4, and I'm using 4. So here I'm using 4. So 2b minus 2. 2 comes here, 6. And so, okay, for this, I think so, 2b, no, this is a 4 actually. It's not 2, sorry for that. 4. How 4? Because we got it from here, 4. All right, this value is, I think this value is also 4. So both our values are 4. So this 2 goes there. We got a 6. And 4 do a divide. So 2 3s are 2 2s are. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. He's saying find the rest of this question. You should use the value of A which we found in part A. It means this A value throughout, I will use it. Okay. But what is asking for? He's asking for, let me copy the function of f. So function of f is what? F of x 1 plus, if I copy this 3 here, so 3 2s are 6 and x minus 3. So what he said, I will follow that. Okay, he said that use that value of A. So this is a function. So I'm using it here. Okay, what is the question here we have? He said find out the domain of f inverse. We have some rules here, and I tell you domain of f inverse is actually range of f of x, and opposite range of f inverse equals the domain of f. Okay, so now I have to use the upper connection because I'm looking for this. It means if I get a range of function, that will be automatically domain of inverse function. So these formulas we have to memorize. Okay, all right, so let's see how we can find it. So first of all, my task is a range of this function. So how to get range, students? So we have to we have to make a sketch here, because without sketching you will not understand here. And sorry for that, I missed one thing here. X is bigger than that A. It means X is bigger than 3. Okay, this is actually domain of function. Okay, so domain of function is this. If he asks you range, so we can write it same, only put y here over. If he asks you range inverse of function, but now he's not asking that one. So if I'm bigger than 3 means add 3, it is a math error. So add 3, so it means 1 2 3. Add 3, we have asymptote comes here. Okay, like a infinite lines come here. Okay, now onwards, if I plug in 4 here, 4 here, so if I plug in 4, and common sense, as this will grow because x is bigger than 3, it means I'm putting here not 3, I'm putting here 3 is not possible, 4 5 6 onwards. If I plug in bigger numbers, you know what's happened, students? So I will get a bigger number. So this is a 4 minus 3, then 5 minus 3. What is going on? This number is bigger, going and going bigger. And for your knowledge, if this is going and going bigger, what happens? This overall answer become going and going smaller, and smaller approaches to 0. How come? For example, 6 by 1 is 6, but 6 by 6 is 1, and 6 by 100 is 0.06. Okay, as it will grow up, so this answer will go approaches to 0. So 6 by 1000 is 0.006. So this, if a more zeros increase, so this will more zeros will increase. So 0.000006 will come. So it means idea is very, very clear. As it's increased, though, so it means the denominator will increase. So net answer, this is approaches to 0. As this approaches to 0, so I can say that 0 plus 1 give you 1. So it means this fx will get some answer 1. Okay. But highest there's a no for example sorry, if it means that if I make it this diagram here 1, so it will not it because 3 cannot be equal that, so it, I mean to say, this line will be not equal to that, so just approximately we can say. So this answer, so it means this line is also, we can make like that, because there's a 1 approaches to 1, not equals to 1, approximately 1. Okay, and if you look at carefully, the y value is rising up from here, and because the graph will come like this. Okay, and as I will look at here, this is a 1, this 2, this 3, this 4. If I close like a number, not 4, not 3.5, if a 3.11, so value will become very high. So it means the curve is going high and high as I'll go close to 3. It means if I plug in here 2.99999, so I will get a very high value. So it means that what is the range in this sense? Range is coming from here is y is bigger than 1. Y is f of x is bigger than 1. Or I can say y is bigger than 1. So this has become a range of function. If range of function, so I will write the same y is bigger than 1, but only y become x. So this become what? Domain of f inverse. So I write as it's same, but only variable change. So this is my final answer, and I believe you got some extent, inshallah. Let's talk about f inverse. How to f inverse? Easy job, not a hard job, because we done this kind of question all levels. Step number 1, function remove and write y. I'm saving my time. I'm writing here y. What is my target? Try to make x subject. How to make x subject? This one goes there. After this, what to do? So I have two ways: cross multiply, or I can flip. Flipping left hand side 1 minus y, flipping right hand side x minus 3 over 6. After this, what is the next plan? 1 over y minus 1 and x over 6 separate and 3 over 6 separate. This becoming half. Half goes there. 1 over y minus 1 plus half. Okay. After that is equal to x by 6. This 6 multiplies there. So it becomes 6 over y minus 1 and 3. So, oh, sorry, there's a plus 3. Okay. And after that, what to do? I got an x subject, interchange. X become y and y become x. And this is called f inverse. 6 over x minus 1 plus 3. So I hope so. The point is very, very clear. Okay, so this is inverse. Okay, so alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. I believe the point is very, very clear. Otherwise, you can solve another way, but lengthy way. Okay, no problem at all. Or even you take LCM. So you get a same answer, what the other way we choose. Okay, anyway. Let me recheck once again. This is correct. Okay, this flipping. Let me tell you one thing. What is flipping criteria? Flipping A by C equal to B by C or B by K, for example. If I flip both sides, so student C up A down, K up B down. So actually it has nothing under it, has 1 under it. So I flip, that is why it flipped as well. And then I can write it. This criteria I use whenever 2 values or 3 values divide, we can split by this. So that is why I split here. 1 by 2 goes there plus, and then this is 6 multiply, got a 3, and the rest part is clear. So let's go for next plan. What is the next plan, students? Water is poured into a tank, okay, or container rate. When a rate comes, students, so rate means d over dt. So when our rate comes, students, so we will deal as a d over dt. But he's saying that volume, water is poured into. So this is called d volume by d time equals to 500 centimeter cube per second. All right. And depth of water tank is filled, okay, by hours here. So height of this h centimeter. When depth of water tank is h centimeters, so the formula given by him is this. All right. So he's asking rate of increase of h, rate at which h increasing. So dh by dt, our target. But when h is 10. Okay, so let's try to solve it. First of all, by chain rule, I will write this formula: volume equal to 4 over 3, 25 plus h to power 3 minus 62500 by 3. I copied from there. Okay. So basically, when we need it, so what we have left variable volume, right side height. So we will differentiate volume with respect to height. Is a fixed criteria. What is left side will come up. What is right side, left side or right side will come, depend upon the condition. So left is volume, so left up, right is the height, so height goes down. And what is differentiation criteria? This coefficient copy. This 3 will come down and multiply with that like this. From power reduce 1 and times 2 derivative the base. This becomes 0, this becomes 1. So I'm just showing this is not a compulsory, and constant derivative is 0. And ultimately cancel, we get an ultimate. This is our factorial differentiation is done. But what is our question? I'm writing here by chain rule. And by chain rule, what is your target? Copy here. Our target is this. So let's start from there. D height over D time. And we write always two fractions. This come in first. This go in second denominator. So DH dt. And I write here third variable because in the question, we're using volume, time, and height. So height and time, use what left? Volume. So volume will come here, here. And for your knowledge, this value we have already here, this one. But I will plug in this 10 here. So I'm using it now here. So here I'm saying 425 plus 10 times to 2. But this volume, this formula, volume we have given, oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Sorry, this is, this is we have to, height, wait a minute, let me check once again. Yeah, dx by dt is target. Yeah, all okay. And here, here. I did one mistake, I think so. Volume by height. So it means this thing, I will use it. So this thing, I will use it, but height up, volume down here, volume up, height down. So I will use the same thing, but I will write in fraction form. So this full will go in fraction form. And that is 4 times 225 plus 10 power 2. I think power, yeah, test, okay. And d volume by d time is 500. So if I use that one here, students, so what happens then? So I use a 500. So 500. And now if I'm going to type in calculator, so 1 over 14, it is giving us 0.102 centimeter per second. Logic, because height by time. Height is centimeter, times per second. I hope so the point is very clear. Let's go for next question. At another instant, the rate of height increasing is this one. So dh over dt is given by him 0.075. All right. Afterwards, I'm finding height at the volume. So because volume is a target, so I will start my question from here. Okay. So let's start. So dv by dh. I write chain rule another style. So this come in first, this goes in second. So it means this dv and this dh comes here. Afterwards, what is happening? You can see that what left? dt left here. So dt comes here and dt comes here. Okay, this value, you can see that dh, this value I will take from here, this one. Okay, so 4 times 2, 25 plus h to power 2. Okay, and what is this? D volume by dt. Okay, this is, I think so, we have given already. Yeah, 500 given. So I'm taking that 500 here. And dt by d, but this is a reciprocal. How come? Time up, time down, height up. So this is reciprocal. So it means I will take the same value, but I will write in 0. I will write in fraction form. Then what, students? Afterwards, what I will do it, I will type in calculator, 4 will come down and take a root. So 500 is already there. So 4 multiplied with 0.075, I get 25 plus h to power 2. And now I will take the root, and if I take a root, this power will eliminate automatically. Like this. And I get a 500 by 4 into 0.075. And this for 25 will subtract from there. And it is, and just let me check in calculator. Okay. And root of, in fraction, 500 down 4 into 0.075. And it is giving me, and this answer, minus 25. And answer is coming with us is 15 15.82. 15.82. So, or you can write, we can write same as it is, or you can type in the early stage, no problem at all. And height becoming 15.824. And if you round it, it becomes 15.8 centimeters. So I hope so this point is very, very clear. And let's go for next question. Next question, number 10, we have what a question he's asking for. And wait a minute, sorry, height is given, but we have to find out the volume. He said find the volume. I missed one thing. So I have to plug in that formula, and I will pick this formula from here. And this formula, and copy paste here. Copy and paste here. Okay. And I put this value here. So when I put 4/3 and 25 plus 15.8 to power 3 and minus 62500/3. And if I type in calculator, so it is giving me what? Yeah, 69888 is coming. Approximately, if I check it, the volume is coming 699 and 99 and 00, because I don't want. You add it, so see, this will become 2 zeros. So this is centimeter cube. So this is my final answer. Okay, so let's go for next question, number 10. Number 10 question is what here? Exact volume. We have to shaded part rotate about x-axis. Let me tell you formulas of the area about x-axis. So about x-axis. So what is area formula? Area formula is here x1, here x2, and y. Okay, let's talk about volume directly, no problem. Area, okay? Or I think I'm erasing here volume. Okay, volume part I'm looking for. So y to power 2 dx and pi outside. But if the two things are there, curve 1 and curve 2, so upper curve and lower curve. So I write the same thing, but here y to power 2 dx and x1 and x2. In this particular situation, this area, I have to rotate. So this area, you can see this area. Okay, if I talk about this area, students. So above this, we have this curve above, okay? And below we have this line we have below. So what is a way to write it here? So this very interesting formula, how to get volume. This one, so pi x1, x2, UC called upper curve and power 2. And pi outside x1, x2, LC, a lower curve. But it's not a curve, here line we have. This line he talk about. Okay, what is this equation of lines? All of you students know it. Y equals to 1. Okay, and actually, if I elaborate this curve and this is given line, is y equal to 1. So this he talk about, this part, middle one. Okay, and this curve, this is upper curve. Is upper curve and 2x minus 1 to power -2. Okay, this is upper curve. So if I plug in upper curve, I will copy this. Lower curve, I'll copy this. And limits are what? Limits are very interesting. Limits are, this is a 1 here. Okay, there's no doubt, but this limit is very clear, 3/2. So I will take 3/2. So 1 to 3/2. So let's start. So I plug in the values. When I plug in the values, so let's see, pi comes from here. 1 and 3/2. Upper curve is this writing or this writing, no problem. But 4 times 2 and 2x minus 1. Okay, power 2 on the top and square on the top. This square comes from here. And dx. And minus pi, again 1 down, 3/2. And lower curve equation is y equal to 1. Look, this I'm copying it here. So this I will copy here naturally. So I'm writing here 1 to power 2 dx. So this what happening? Pi square of 4, 16. You keep inside or you keep outside, no problem at all. First simplify. And 2x minus 1 to power -4. Because power to power multiply. And I'm close to my answer now, inshallah. 1 dx. Now integrating, what is the integrating rule? Increase the power by 1, 2x minus 1 to power. When add 1, I get a -3, and down -3 into the base derivative. Like 1 has a 0, 2x become a 2. So 2 minus 0 is 2. And limit is 1 to 3 by 2. And here, what is integration of 1 is y. Sorry, x. Limit 1 to 3 by 2. So this is a cancel, 2 1s are 2 8s. Okay, this is a 3, -3 and 8. If you leave it inside or bring outside, so no issue at all. I brought this outside and brought it outside. So 8 will come up, 3 will go down. How to bring it positive? So I will bring in denominator. It become 2x minus 2, 1 to power 3. Here pi and x and 1, 3 by 2. Okay, students. So let's see what happens then. I'm going to plug in the values. When I plug in 3 by 2 here, so let's see what happens. 3 by 2. When I put 3 by 2, look, I show you 3 by 2. This 3 left. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 to the power 3 is 8. When I plug in 1 here, so 1 to the 2 minus 1, 1 to the power 1 is 1. So this is my answer, final answer from here. And what about this? This is coming 3 by 2 and minus 1. How come? Upper limit minus lower limit. Now I'm going to type in calculator. So first value I'm getting here, 1 by 8 minus 1 is 7 by 8. So 8 pi by minus 3 into minus 7 by 3, 7 by 8, sorry. And here I'm getting in the calculator is what? Into 1 over 2. Okay, 1 over 2. And finally, I get it what here, students? This is 8, 8 will cancel out. And I get what here? I'm getting from here negative, negative, positive, and 7 by 3 pi comes from here. 7 pi by 3 minus 1 by 2 pi from here. If you type in calculator or take LCM, this become 2 7s are 14, 3 1s. Out of 14, 3 gone, 11. 11 pi 6 pi. So units cube. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And I believe you got the idea very clear. We have another style also, another technique. This is a cylindrical shape. If you check it, this is a cylindrical shape. You know, it's a cylinder. So we can do another way also, but I think this is a okay for you and you can just understand what is going on. A curve, a triangle is formed from the tangent to curve at B and normal at B. It means at B, we have two things are clear. Okay. So students, let's see how we can do this kind of thing. Let's have a look, please. Okay, I show one thing. If at B, I take a scale and I draw a tangent. So this is a blue line, I make it. What this called? Tangent. And what this called, students? Normal. Okay, and this extend with a black color. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so you can see clearly if I remove the scale. So this is a triangle. You can see this triangle becoming here, this triangle. Okay, all right. So we have to find this point, and this point. Both are very, very important. And this is a 90 degree we have, 90 degree. And this triangle you talk about. So let's see how we can get it. Find equation of tangent and normal and meeting x-axis. So first area of triangle. How to get it? So first of all, let's try to find equation of the tangent. Equation of the tangent. So for that reason, I will copy equation, this one. So this equation I am going to copy from here. Copy. And I use it here. So let's start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So dy over dx. So power comes down and power 1 less. And I'm going to, and sorry, into base derivatives 2 minus 0. It gives 2, it gives 0. So I think clear idea. So I got -16 over, because 2 times 2 8 16, and the whole thing will come down once again. This is the differentiation is over. So I'm saying at B. At B, what is x value, student? X value is 3 by 2. So I'm going to put it here 3 by 2. So when I put 3 by 2, I'm writing here at B, x is equal to 3 by 2. When I plug in 3 by 2 here, so 2 times 2, 3 by 2 to cancel 3, and 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 to the power 3 is 8. So ultimately minus 16 by 8, and I get a gradient of tangent by default is coming -2. So I'm getting gradient of tangent is -2. And normal, you know it, negative reciprocal. How come? Check it. -2 means -2 by 1. 1 goes up, 2 goes down, and sign will change. So I got a positive half. So this is basic criteria whenever you go for a tangent. So I think idea is very, very clear. Now I'm going to find both equations one by one. So equation of tangent and equation of normal. So what is the formula? Point I'll use, 3 by 2 and 1, 3 by 2 and 1, both ideas in both concepts. So I'll use the right B here. B is what? 3 by 2 and 1. Formula is what? Y minus y1, this y1. Into m times 2, m is this. Into x minus x1. X1 is a 3 by 2. So if I multiply inside, I get -2x. This 2 will cancel with that 2, and I get a plus 3. And y is equals to -2x and plus 4. Now, same way, I will find the equation of normal. Only half will come here. Rest, everything same. Okay, so let's go for the next one. What is a story? So this 2 multiplies there. I get what, students? 2y minus 2 equal to x minus 3 by 2. This 2 goes there, and I get ultimately 2y equals to x. And -3 by 2 plus 2, 2 to the 4, I got a half. So equation, let me check again. This is correct, okay. And I'm getting this as a plus 2. Yeah, correct. So I got both equations, okay, students. And what is my plan of action? He said that triangle formed with both the tangent normal cutting and x-axis, and find the area of that triangle. So I need to find, okay, student, you know it, both points I will put y0. Okay, I'm looking for this and this x coordinate because, okay, I think this is okay. Let's start. So I will put both, put y0, put y0. When I put y0 here, 0 goes here, 0 equal to -2x plus 4. 2x is equal to 4, and x becomes 2. So this is a tangent, so it means the triangle, when I get it here. Okay, I'll make it again later on. So it's 0 here. When I put 0 here, x plus half, and x becomes -half. So actually, I got this kind of triangle. This is a 90 degree. And this point of this, okay, leave 90 degrees, not a major concern. What is B coordinate? Half and 3 by 2 and 1. Okay, what is this coordinate? This is a 2, 0. What is this? -half, 0. And for you know, this origin here, region here. What is this unit, students? This, how much gap? 2. How much this gap? Half. Okay, so 2 plus half will give us base. And what is this? This is called height. And the height is 1. How I know? Because this is 1. Okay, and I can prove it. So what is area of triangle? Is a half into base into height. And base is what? Because this 2.5 add without minus sign. So 2 plus half, I got a 5 by 2. So base is a 5 by 2, height is a 1, and 5 upon 4 unit square is our answer. But before I start, move it. Please check it here once again. Students, what does this means? This means this distance is 3 by 2, whereas this distance is 1. I repeat, this distance is 3 by 2 is 1. So it means I can say that this height is 1. And this gap, there's a positive, there's a 2, there's 2, and there's a -half. But this is -half. So -half, I will take positive only and 2. If I add them both, I got a 5 by 2. Because don't take negative sign, since negative sign is for only direction. So I hope so the point is very clear, and we have done it. And check the answer is finally, I get it what here, students? And answer is coming. Final answer is 5 by 2. 5 by 4. Sorry, 5 by 4. There's answer. And let's go for the question number 11. Equation of curve is given here. Okay. And he's saying what the question is. The curve has stationary point at this. You know, basically what we find derivative, the stationary point, we always stationary point put derivative equals to 0. So our major concern dy over dx is equals to 0. And what is x value, student? That point x is equal to a. I'm going to plug in 6x to power 2 negative 30x plus 6a. I'm putting here 0, and every x value I'm putting a. So actually I replace this a value here and here. So I get this kind of form. So divide the whole equation by 6. I get a to power 2 and 5an plus a equal to 0. And wait a minute. Okay. And what is the way now? What is asking for? Find the value of a and make sure a is a positive. So a1s, I think we have to go for quadratic formula. Yeah, 1 minute. I think no, we can do it. I think I did mistake here. Because 1 minute. Yeah, y quadratic formula. We can simplify y quadratic formula because this is simplifying. So this is, I get it, what? Divide by 6 we will do later. Maybe we need or we don't need. Solve these two, I get negative 24a equal to 0. And 6a common, I get a minus 4. So I get either this part equal to 0, students, or this part equal to 0. So 6a is equals to 0. 6 goes down. I got a is 0, which is not possible. And a minus 4 equal to 0. I get a is equals to 4. And this is my answer. And why is not possible? Because he said that a is a positive constant and 0 is a never positive constant. So that's just, let's go for nature. How to find nature, students? So I will go for second derivative. Determine the stationary point. Okay. So determine the nature of stationary point. So stationary point, we have it. So stationary point, if I plug in 4 there, I get 4 comma negative 15. How to find nature? I will go for second derivative from here. Okay, dy over dx. I have already 6x to power 2. And if I plug in minus 30x and 24. So let's go for second differentiation. d2y over dx2. I got 12x minus 30. And I'm going to do what? At x is equal to 4. When I plug in 4 here, students, let's see what answer comes from here. 12 times to 4, 48. And out of 48, 13 gone, so 18 left, which is a positive value and point of minima. So yeah, let's check again. Yes, correct. So we got a point of minima. And equation of curve he's asking for. How to find equation of curve, students? He's saying what? Equation of curve. So this equation I will copy paste once again. So I'm using it here. All right. And let's see how we can do it from here. Because student, what is the rule? When we differentiate, you get a dy over dx. Differentiate. And when I want to go back, I will integrate. So because the dy dx, if I want to go back, y, this is called equation of curve. All right. So, and point we have already 4 minus 15. We know already. So we check here. This point we know already. So let's start. So I integrate both sides, students. So this will become what? Y automatically. And right hand side, I'll show integration. And dx must write. Increase the power by 1. I got 2 become 3 by 3. X is power 1, so 2 by 2. And 24 become 24, xn plus c. And simplify, I get 2x to power 3 and 15x to power 2 plus 24x plus c. I'll plug in this numbers. Okay, 4 and minus 15. So 2 times to 4, 15 times to 4 to power 2, and 24 times to 4, and plus c. Okay, if I bring in all, solve it here. Let's see, I'm going to type in a calculator. So minus 15 plus this become minus now, and this might become positive, and this become, so ultimately c value becoming 1. Don't stop it here, plug in back this equation here, and answer is coming 2x cube minus 15x square plus 24x and plus 1. And that's it, and question is completely over. Find the coordinates of another point. Okay, 1 point we have already. So what I'll do, I will again this equation, okay, copy, and I'll use it here. Logic, I will plug in derivative 0. When a 0 and 6, why is 0? Because we need 60 points. Divided by 6, I get a x to power 2. 6 5s are 30, 6 4. And I'm going to factorize 4 1s are 4. Yes, I believe you're understanding what is going on. This is a basic fact. If you don't don't understand, apply quadratic formula. I get here this, I got 2 answers, 1 and 4. 4 is repeating, already we have it. Already we have it. So it means this is my x value, and how to find y value. This I will plug in it here. So when I plug in it there, so what happens, students? So when I plug in here, 2 minus 15, 24, and 1. So let's see what answer comes. 2 minus 15 plus 24 plus 1. Why? Because when I plug in 1 of any power of 1 is 1. So when I solve it, I get a 12. All right, 12 is the answer here. So it means y is 12. So answer turned to be 112. This is our second point. I mean, other point, other stationary point. So let's go for last question. I think last or second last anyway. No problem. Question number 12. What question number 12? He's saying here, write down the equation of circle P. Circle P is here. So we need a center of circle, and we need a radius. So let's see how we can find. This is the 90 degree, you know it. So we need radius. Okay, radius of, let me check. P center is given and radius 10 given. So it's a piece of cake for us. What is the formula? X minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square equals to r square. Basically this formula. And I'm just plugging. So this 0 comes here, and 2 comes here, and 10 comes here. So that's it. I'm getting answer x minus 0 whole square and y minus 2 whole square equals to 10 square. You can leave it here, or you can write even like this. Both are correct answers. Okay. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. This part done. Equation of tangent at P. So now this tangent, this is called tangent. And you know, student, what is center coming? X is 0, x is 2, y is 0. And a coordinate, let me check, given or not given. At a, yeah, a given 6, 0, 6, 10, sorry. So a is 6, 10. So, so let's see how we can complete it. 6, 10. And 6, 10. So what is the basic technique? I will find out the radius gradient. So I'm writing gradient of radius, R for radius. And what are coordinate? 6, 10, 6, 10, and x is 2, y 0. So y2 minus y1, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1. I got 10 by 4. So 2 5s are 2 2s are. So I get a 5 by 2 gradient of the radius, but I'm looking for the tangent. And you know the tangent is, and tangent and radius are perpendicular 90 degree. And you know 5 by 2, if I find the other one, so 5 by 2, 2 will go up, 5 will go down, and here plus, so sign changes, so negative reciprocal. So I get the grade of tangent is negative 2 over 5. And now point, I must use A because equation of tangent. So what is that? 6, 10. So I'm finding now what equation of tangent? Y minus y1, m times 2 x minus x1. 5 multiplies here, I get a 5y, 5 2s are 5 10s are 50 and 12. And then I get a 5y equals to negative 2x. 50 goes here, and 50 add 6 becomes 62. So I hope so. I think the point is very, very clear. Okay, then just once again, I check it. 0 to 10 minus 0, 10 minus 0. Sorry, this is a, oh, this is a y. Sorry, 0 2. It's a 2 0, not 0 2. 0 2. So 0 2 means 0 2 means it means this 0 2. So in this sense, this will change. I did one mistake anyway, no problem. You understand? So this is also wrong. So in this sense, so what will happen, students? Look at some small mistake. Okay, y2 minus y1, so 10 minus 2, x2 minus x1, so 6 minus 0. I got 8 by 6, so 4 by 3. And you know, 4 by 3, like split them, 3 up, 4 down. Here plus, here become minus. That's it. Okay, so let's go for the 4 multiplies there. And I think so now it is clear. 4 10s are 40. Negative 3x plus 18. And 4y equal to negative 3x. And 40 comes here at 58. Equation of tangent he was asking for, and that we have done it. Okay, so now what is the further part he's asking here? Let's go for the next page. And before I go next page, recheck once again. 4 by 4 to the 40, negative and 3 6 18 and 50. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's go for next plan. All right, so what is the next part he's asking from us? So next part is asking from us. Okay. So he's asking find equation of Q circle. Okay, hence verify that y coordinate of both point section of two circles is 11. It means I will find the point of intersection of both circles. First of all, equation of circle Q. But thing is interesting what we have, center of Q, center of, wait a minute, please. Second circle, we have a find equation of a second circle. Okay, very clear statement mentioned that the tangent meet a center of a Q is a tangent where meet here. So it means that way we have to plug in y0. Okay, sorry, x0. So I'm going to plug in x0 here. So for center of Q, I will put x0. When I put x0 here, so what happens for y equal to 0 plus 58? So 58 divided by 4, giving 29 by 2. So y coming 29 by 2. And center of Q circle turns to be 0 and 29 by 2. And radius, I think he's given us 5 over 2 root 5. So radius is 5 over 2 root 5. So, so what is central equation? X minus a whole square, y minus b whole square equals to r square. And I'm going to plug in 0 here, b here, r here. So I think clear. So x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 29 over 2 whole square and square of this one. Okay, square of 5 is 25 and this is a 5. So 25 into 5, 125 over 2 square give you 4. And finally, I get this is called equation of a circle Q. So I hope so up till here, not a big trouble. And we have done it, alhamdulillah. And now I'm going to do what? Actually, we know that what is our target? He's saying that they're intersecting at this point and this point. And we have to find, what is to find here? So prove that y coordinate of both point is 11. So it means where they meet, if it means they meet 11, it means a y coordinate of both are 11 and 11. That is why 11 here, all right? So let's see how we can find. So our main concern is y coordinate. So equation of circle Q is here, and P is here. I was going to solve them simultaneously. So let's start. 1 minute. This equation of a circle P, I'm going to copy. And I'm going to paste here. This done. Second equation of circle, I'm going to copy. And before I copy, there's one mistake. I make correction here. Okay, done. Because mistake is power 2 here. Anyway, clear. Now I want to solve them simultaneously. So negative, negative, negative is cancel out. And if you have to solve it, we'll give our answer. And what is my plan? 100 minus 125 by 4. So if you subtract them, I get what here? 275 upon 4. And here I get y minus 2 whole square and plus y minus 29 over 2 square. So I'll have to expand. First term square y and second term 4 and middle 2 to the 4, 4y. Same story here, y square. Sorry, this is a minus sign. I missed one thing here. I should write minus here. There's a minus sign here. So this I've done, and this I'm going to do. Negative 29y plus 29 by 2 and put square. I got 841 by 4 equal to 275 over 4. Expand the bracket. Y to power 2 minus 4y plus 4 minus y to power 2. This minus into minus become plus 29y. And minus 841 over 4 equal to 275 over 4. This y square cancel out. Our 25, 4 gone, 29, 4. So 25y. This 4, this number I bring on the other side, or I type all together. 275 by 4 is a 4 actually. And plus 841 by 4 and minus 4, I get 275. And when you divide by 25, I get sharp 11. So verified. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, because I have to prove that the y coordinate where the both circles intersect, one smaller circle and one bigger circle, and where they intersect, this intersecting point. So y value is 11, y value is 11. So here also, so I think the point is very, very clear. So we have done it, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, and question paper is completely over. I believe you got a point very clear, and please practice again and again. All right, inshallah, best of luck. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.